like that right there. I like that little music and everything. I like that. Yes, buddy. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused.
Sit, T. Shine, no, I'm in the chat. Nigga, she know me and you in the chat right now, nigga. Yeah, that nigga gonna text me, oh bum. Told you, Jay. I told you. That nigga T said, huh? T, how you like them Dolphins, T?
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay.
Well, you know, he got that fast receiver and he got that quarterback. Now, their defense nice, though.
Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
But, yeah, that's good. That nigga Lamar Jackson get loose. It's something awful.
Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions.
Printer together tonight.
Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
T-Shy, upstairs or downstairs?
Right pocket got euros. Left
I'm about to call her.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Well, she can hear me through the TV? Oh, yeah. No. I'm about to call. I'm about to call her on her phone.
It's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, come on! 180! Right 54. Man, that's trash.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Switch.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
20. Check, 154. Hey, pick your game up.
On second down, Eubanks. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 11 carries, 62 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked. Pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's gone. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
That's how we do it, baby.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. from the gun. Howell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Go. 61.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing on 1st down. Howell. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Howell firing quickly here, and that's complete. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion. Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at the 18. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
53. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Powell. His throw incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point. Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Powell. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone. It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Yeah, but I'm back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down and 4, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's got it to Williams. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Powell. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
I think it's the Amazon support now.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustment. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Well, this is caught by Williams.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I'm going to start bumping that tomorrow. I know it'll work.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long. It's gone. It's complete to Williams. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open
that's
field
something they
into some
recorded back in the
space.
day.
That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now we get a peek at the captain.
I'm going to tell you what I just downloaded right now. Hold on, let me see right now. All right, tell you right now. Okay, so I got Freddie Gibb and the Alchemist. Alfredo is the last. I downloaded Alfredo. That's the newest one. So that one I need to go, and I see I gotta go. I don't have that one there. I got another one, Freddie Gibbs, and I got Bandana. Okay, I'm pulling it up now. Jay, what's the name of that album now? Okay. Okay. Say, bro, I'm tripping. G. That Nate Dogg song is a single. That's not on the Freddie Gibbs album. Okay, I'm about to say, right. I'm about to say, hold on, dog, because I'm thinking that was Nate Dogg on a Freddie Gibbs song. That's why I was like, they must have did that. All right, bro, I'm about to say, hold on, bro. Okay.
This offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Yeah, I was
not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Eubanks. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Goff now to throw. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Throwing again. Howell. Got his man. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him. On what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Powell, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Looking to throw. Powell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Powell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I ain't want to see nothing dealing with the Patriots.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. Back to throw. Powell. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
I wouldn't say mobile, move, nothing with an M with that nigga. Bro.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
He's lucky for that.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team.
Brandon Cooks. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They basically had mine leaky in the back.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after him.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Following the fumble recovery, Powell. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Powell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Anybody out there good?
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
But that sound, look, nigga, that shit sound good. I'm about to finish this game. I'm about to eat my damn self. Bro, you got it, dog. Excuse me. Shit. For real. All right, bro. Later, dog. All right.